Hello and welcome to American Dream TV, the Boise, Idaho edition. I'm your host, Todd McCaulay. Today we're going to meet a group of people who have done something that very few of us have ever done. I'm excited to share their story. Our story begins with Ty Flanigan, who organized an American youth football team here in Boise, Idaho. Tonight we have a few of the parents and players from that team to tell us about their magical season. Thanks for being here. Awesome to have you guys. Pretty excited about this story and look forward to seeing how we can tell it. So let's start by just saying how this team came about.
Well, I'd say a coach named Ty Flanigan brought multiple groups together. And so literally we're a team from all over the Boise Valley, from all different parts of town. And he brought the all-stars from multiple teams together to one team to go play club football and to go play competition out of the state.
You were mentioning kind of how it was going when you first got into this team. Tell me about that.
Difficult, a little bit. Getting kids who are always used to being stars. It took a lot of buy-in from the coaches and parents, and ultimately the kids to really take this serious as something bigger than themselves individually. But shut up in practice, it shut up in games. There's no competition in Idaho. We got scored on once in the state.
And the entire season you were scored on one time?
In Idaho, yes.
Okay, so you started going out of state, and tell us about that.
The first time we went to Tri-Cities in Washington, and when many of us got close to the field, we thought that perhaps the wrong team was warming up to play against us because they had several fully grown young men that were as big as their coaches. And a lot of us thought that it might not be a close game. And that game ended up lasting 3 hours and went through numerous overtimes. And the sun started to go down, and it literally came down to, I think the third or fourth overtime where they scored on us. We drove down and scored, and it convert, and the game was, lost by 1 point. But the experience that the boys had there playing against, players of that size, I think gave them the confidence to do what they did for the rest of the season.
So we started last spring, and we had Coach Naylor, and he's a very disciplined coach. And we had Coach Ty, and they put this team together, and these teams came from Washington down to play. And I think the first game we lost, I think in overtime. Yeah. And then 6-0. And then the next game, there was a couple of kids on the team that just would not accept defeat. Like it was a beautiful thing to watch, where kids were hurt and just going for it, and we ended up beating them. And then that transformed into, hey, we need to play some teams out of state. And we ended up in Utah playing a team out of California.
We were never the biggest. We were always the smallest. But we had the biggest heart. And these kids' resiliency was amazing to watch from the beginning to the end.
Okay, so we've got 4 members of the national championship team for American youth football, age the U12 division. So what do you have to say to the folks that you may be seeing next season, or to others that may want to join AFY?
It's a good opportunity to see what competition lies out there in other states.
I think it's a great opportunity to go down and display some good, hard physical football.
So we heard a little bit from your dad's how this thing got put together. Gianni, what was your first thought when you're hearing you're going to play on a new league that you hadn't heard of before?
Oh, first thought I was kind of really excited to go travel. I heard their travel teams, so I was just excited to go play.
Tanner, tell us about how the team first started to come together.
Well, it was cool because people around the valley all came together. It wasn't like a school just came and made a team. So it was fun to put everyone together and just beat everyone that didn't expect us to win.
Let's see here, Andrew. Tell us about one of your favorite memories from your first game when you went out of state to play a football game.
Well, So that game we played FSP, and I'd say my favorite memory from that game was catching a deep ball from Tanner, and then on that same drive, I'm pretty sure Tanner throwing you a touchdown.
What do you remember most about your first few practices with Coach?
He was really like aggressive, and it was really cool because it was like a new team, and it was pretty awesome.
Finn, when did you realize that you were gonna be on an unbelievable team, and when did that become apparent to you?
I first realized after our first couple games when we played really well against two really big teams.
Thanks for joining us for this edition. If you have any interest in learning more about our beautiful city here in Boise or about Boise real estate, please reach out to us. Thank you and see you next time.